You made it to Wednesday.
Yes.
Scott's just very happy because his Right Now got chosen.
Yeah, and we want anybody out there who can figure out the lyrics to our theme song to let us know.
Make it better. We don't know.
We don't know what all we hear is, don't you say, wow, make it better.
It's true. I don't know what it says.
We don't know what it says. No, all we hear is make it better, make it better. Won't you make it better?
It's very catchy, though. I hear a lot of people telling me that after they watch our show, they're singing it for a while.
Yeah, they sing it for a while.
So if you need to see a doctor or a dentist,
dentist, as in my case,
got a problem right now. Yeah. It is National Women Physicians Day. And actually, this is after Dr. Elizabeth Blackwell. She was the first woman to earn a medical degree back in 1849.
That's pretty impressive. Back in 1849. God bless her.
Absolutely.
So
now it's increased, but
the rate of pay is not commensurate with the.
Well, I also was disappointed to see it said only 35%.
Do you have any female doctors?
Are women. Yes.
You do. I do too. My dermatologist is a female.
Yes, that seems to be there's a lot of women dermatologists, but.
My general practitioner is a male.
And then a lot of people prefer
I see my dermatologist more than my general practitioner, so.
Yeah, a lot of people prefer, if you're a woman, to see a female.
I would think so too. I would think, like a woman would want to see a woman, like a man sometimes would want to see a man. I don't really care, but.
You want them to be good doctors.
You want them to be good doctors, exactly, and you want everybody to get paid the same as well. Everybody should get paid the same.
That's a whole nother topic, but there's a whole movement in some of the big companies like Google and places like that to do salary transparency, where they would just post everyone's salary.
Oh my God!
And then it leads
to
equality.
That would be horrible. That would be terrible.
It's a movement. Some companies are already doing it.
Let's move on. The New England Patriots. They're going to fly healthcare workers down in the jet that they flew the
masks in.
The masks in.
It's a private jet. They get to go for free. They get a whole expense-paid trip to the Super Bowl.
Well, I think it's nice that the Patriots are doing it because, as you know, Tom Brady just left the Patriots to go to the Buccaneers. And the Patriots, a lot of fans still here in Connecticut rooting for Tom Brady. And they're going to fly them down. They're going to get an all-expensive paid trip. And I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, and the NFL, I don't know if other teams are going to jump on the bandwagon. The NFL did say thousands of healthcare workers will get a free ride and free trip to the Super Bowl.
I have not asked you yet. Who do you think is going to win this big game?
Gosh, I don't know.
But do you have a hankering or
do I want
a hunch? No. All right, very good.
No, I'm going to be watching, and I also, like many, will watch for the commercials and the food, and I don't know that I have a strong opinion of who wins at this time.
All right, I do.
You do? Who do you want?
Tom Brady.
You do?
Yeah.
Because he's older?
Because he's beautiful.
Okay. I mean, it would be nice to see someone,
No, Kara, you can't go to, could you imagine going to a team, we've discussed this, and all of a sudden they're in the Super Bowl?
I know.
How does that happen?
We were saying, how can one person make such a difference? And also Tom Brady did go to University of Michigan, so maybe I have to go.
No, you got to go that. You got to do that. Oh, he brought Gronk with him. Okay, so they have two. I forgot Gronk was on the team.
Yeah, he's there.
He's there as well.
Two older guys. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Very good.
All right. Buffalo Wild Wings thinks that the only thing better than extra football is free wings, and so the restaurant is offering free 6-count wings if Sunday's Super Bowl goes into overtime.
Right. What is this? Cardi's Furniture? Like if it snows on December 31st, you're going to get.
Yeah.
What's happening?
So I don't know how. Do you have to order? There's a 10% chance they say have free wings.
Yeah.
So you just get free wings?
The deal will happen on February 22nd from 4 to 7 local time.
Oh, okay.
This is the third year Buffalo Wild Wings has offered free wings, but there has not been any overtime in the last 2 years, and now they're going to do it for this third year. I don't know, this game could be that close where it could go into overtime. I mean, they're pretty competitively matched. Yeah, listen to me.
Jamie agrees.
Listen to me. Listen to me, sports aficionados. Yes, I'm prognosticating about the game.
Now, we really just want to know, after yesterday, I got a lot of emails about the Puppy Bowl that's at 2 p.m. on Animal Planet.
Yes.
Do you think it'll be fluff or rough, that team?
That is a tough decision.
The kitty halftime show should be fun to watch.
I think it should be fluff. Yeah.
Fluff is better than rough?
I don't know. We'll see. Just have to see.
All right. There's a prickly situation in Alaska with a groundhog.
Yeah, it's a porcupine instead of a groundhog. They use it.
She's Sasha.
Do you know that these have 50,000 to 100,000 quills?
Look at that do.
I know some people who look like a little bit like that.
Well, anyway, this is what they do in Alaska. They don't have a groundhog. And the porcupine doesn't see very well, but it does smell well.
It does smell well,
So
yes.
She's got 50,000 quills. Did she
Look
agree
at how cute,
with?
Kara.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, well, you're going to get that and a monkey and a koala.
Yep.
All in your house.
All of them right there.
All
and a
in your
kangaroo,
house.
a baby one.
And a baby kangaroo. They're only 6 feet tall when they're born.
This is so cute. He just wants to eat. So I don't. Did he agree with Punxsutawney Phil?
I think
Or
he
she,
said
rather?
6 more weeks of winter as well. Yes, I think
Well,
that was the case.
Then I'm rooting for Bart in Bridgeport.
All right, you've heard of working 9 to 5, got a way to make a difference.
But
Now
it's not a way to make a living anymore.
No, it's working 5 to 9 as your side hustle.
Yeah. And Squarespace, it's the company Squarespace, which if you probably notice if you're buying from small businesses, a lot of times you pay that way. They're remixing Dolly Parton's song, and it's going to be a Super Bowl ad, and it's all talking about you can have meaning and work when you want. Well, you got dreams, and you know they matter. Be your own boss, climb your own ladder.
Now, Dolly Parton is not in the ad except on the cover of a magazine that is shown in the 30-second piece. Listen.
Change your life, do something that gives it meaning with a website that is worthy of your dreaming.
Oh, she's 75. God bless her. I love her. Isn't that great?
That's so awesome. You know, I have a company that I work with regularly that uses Squarespace, and I do like it. It's so easy. It lets me just pay with Apple Pay really quick with my thumbprint. I mean, it's nice.
Is that the square where you run the card through? Yeah,
yes,
okay. My
I've
hairdresser
used-
has that.
Yeah, I've used that one too, and then they have just a good little system. So I guess as a customer, I've used Square.
These commercials are. This commercial was directed by Oscar-winning filmmaker Damien Chazelle. He's 36. I mean, they're getting Oscar-winning directors to do the commercials for the Super Bowl,
Well,
which
why
I think
not?
is incredible.
If you're gonna have that kind of an audience, right?
Exactly right.
And what about,
you're absolutely right.
What about Valentine's Day
What about
at Lowe's?
What are you getting me?
Instead of,
I am your
do
sweetheart.
you want this?
What is it?
We enter for a night of Lomance.
What is
at Lowe's. We can go see Patrick at Lowe's in Southington. It's a Valentine's Day evening of painting.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you get a canvas and you can splash and roll and have fun.
That's awesome. So you can do a little painting at Lowe's. There are plenty of Lowe's here in Connecticut. You have to enter, what is it, a contest? I think it's a
You
contest.
enter, and some of them have it where you can do this, and if not, then you get another evening that they're going to give it to you. But it's a Lomance.
It's a
because
Lomance.
let's be real.
Yeah.
A lot of couples, and you know it's true if you're watching this show, if they're married and whatever, and they're working on their house, that is their romance. They're doing projects together.
Together.
Painting and sanding and redecorating.
That's it. There you go. Well, I think it's cool. The Lomance. Low rider.
So Uber is now buying a company called Drizzly, which was a delivery service for alcohol.
Yeah.
So now, like Uber Eats, you'll have Uber Drinks.
I'm all for this, right?
Well, I mean, if you want to have a cocktail or something, you don't have to.
But how do you prove you're 21?
I don't know.
How do you do that? Like, do they have to proof you when they show up to drop off the drinks? Like, I need to see ID, and by the time you get there?
It seems like it could be a little sketchy to get around the ID part, but who knows? I'm sure they have a way for it. But they're going to, for people who, hey, at least they're not going out. Some people don't want to go out right now because of the pandemic, but also if you were
you're not
having a
drinking and
party at
drive,
home
right.
and you can have it delivered, that sounds safer.
You don't have to drink and drive. You don't
Yeah.
have to do any. You shouldn't ever.
If you're having a party and you're like, you've already had a few glasses and like, oh, someone ran out of this, go get it.
Go
You
get
don't
it,
have
right?
to.
You don't have to. You just have it delivered right to the door. I think it's great. All right, See Spot Run and Fetch. Yesterday, Boston Dynamics unveiled a new version of its dog-like robot called Spot.
Of course.
Of course.
Why not Spot?
Look at this thing.
What does it do? Oh, it does look like a dog.
Oh my God! Imagine having.
It's like a dog and a Tyrannosaurus
Oh, look
Rex.
at this, and it puts it right in the little waste
Oh,
paper there.
look! It gets excited when you praise it.
Isn't that amazing?
It's only $74,000.
Oh, I'll take 2. Look at this.
But do you remember when like the first
even in
computers
the
were coming
snow.
out and the first TVs and people couldn't afford flat screens or all this? Now, someday, we're all gonna have little robots in our house.
That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. I love it. Oh, and
I want this one too.
We saw some panda love. Take a look. The giant panda. How do you say that, Kara?
I think it's Chen, but I'm not sure. Anyway, he's playing with a ball. It's down at the National Zoo.
I think this is the first time he's ever seen snow. This is in Washington, D.C., and he's a little panda. and he's just having an absolute ball in the snow. Isn't it? I could watch this all day.
They do. They have their Panda Cam. So if you need a little lift, you can always turn on the Panda Cam.
I think I might do that.
From the National Zoo in Washington,
Right
D.C.
after the show, I'm going to turn on the Panda Cam.
Turn on the Panda Cam. I would like to add him to my collection too.
Okay.
All the animals I want but can't have.
Ever.